Welcome to day 6 of Vlog Week, the only week that has several days in the middle of it that it doesn't happen because I decided to toss the previous last two vlogs that I had planned. Today I'm going to talk about something I find endlessly mysterious, which is things that don't exist on the internet. When I started using the internet, I thought it would just basically contain all information. The amount that was on it seemed so overwhelming to me when I was a kid because, like, I could go on the Pokemon website and read the whole Pokédex and be like, wow, all information about Pokemon exists here. And then as I grew older and my understanding of how much information about Pokemon exists expanded, I could go somewhere like Cerebi and be like, oh my god, all information about Pokemon exists here. But, something like Pokemon, which is discussed in countless forums, countless places all over the internet by just endless amounts of people, aside from the fact that, yes, almost all information that could possibly be discovered about Pokemon is discovered, the fact that still new things are discovered about even, like, the first game or something like that more than 20 years later just goes to show that the amount of information that can be said to exist, that could be relevant to someone for some reason is basically infinite. And so even though there are certain subjects which are covered in such extensive depth that you might say the internet has all information on that subject in as much as anyone could possibly care, this is not true of all subjects, or even all subjects that I might care about, or things I've tried to look for on the internet. And I'm always really interested in, like, what survives or doesn't into the internet age. And I've been on the internet forever, since the 90s, so I've watched the way that information has evolved, and my perception of it has changed over time. There's a great article I recommend reading, maybe I'll remember to link it in the description, written by somebody who had invented a Street Sharks character and several episodes of the show. There's this 90s cartoon called Street Sharks that was basically like a Ninja Turtles ripoff. And this guy basically had invented the idea of there having been a female character in the show and, like, a bunch of episodes where she appears, I think through Wikipedia. And, like, people had convinced themselves this character was real, or, like, caught on to the fake and were playing into it. It's impossible to know. But the idea that this character was out there just, like, sat on the internet for like a decade until this person came out and admitted that they had just made it up. So aside from the fact that there is incomplete information about a lot of things, there's also false information about a lot of things. And if no one's going to check up on it, then it's just not going to get called out, like the Street Sharks thing. There was no actual way to watch Street Sharks. It's not a show that got a DVD release or anything. There's so much lost media out there, and, like, not even to speak of everything that just never, makes it to the point of completion that it would be seen by anybody. It's amazing to me, like, because of the fact that you can be inspired by every little minute detail of something, that the thought of something being thrown away, even if it's incomplete, makes me sad, because I think, well, even the little details of what was there could have been inspiring to someone just as much as anything else. But anyways, what I'm here to talk about specifically is a mysterious pair of shoes. As you may be able to tell from the fact that I've got ears, I've transitioned recently into being a cat girl. And so in order to complete my cat girl goth aesthetic that I'm leaning into, I got myself some gothy shoes at the Designer Shoe Warehouse, DSW. Now, as I understand it, DSW basically sells shoes that are from designer brands but at discount prices because of the fact that they're most likely out of season or something. I mean, that's the way that, like, Marshalls works, is, like, once these clothes are no longer being sold by the stores, then they sell them to Marshalls, who then resells them for cheaper for people who just want clothes that look cool and don't care about them being new necessarily. I went around the DSW for a while, and I found these shoes, and they had buckles and stuff on them, and I like the leathery aesthetic. They look like witchcraft shoes, which is what I was looking for. They match most of my wardrobe, particularly for the fall. So I was like, yeah, this is perfect. And they're from a brand called Dakota Chase. So, I'm kind of a brand person in that if a brand makes something that I like, it's very likely that they've made other things I like, because they'll probably make more stuff that's similar if there's any kind of creativity involved in the production process at all. Obviously, as an anime fan, I've had a lot of experience with like thinking that a certain studio's work is consistently my favorite, say like Shaft or Trigger. These are studios where, like, because there is a consistency in their output, I'm more likely to seek out shows made by those studios because there's a higher likelihood I'm going to find something I'm going to like. So, this is also true with clothes. Most people, can pretty reliably say, like, ooh, this brand makes things I like. I'm going to keep buying this brand. So I like these shoes. Let's see what else Dakota Chase has done. What are they about? What information exists about this company? And in my searching, I found nothing. They don't have a website. They don't have any kind of Wikipedia entry. No one has seemingly talked about them anywhere on the internet. The only search results you get are from stores that sell the shoes, but it's all stuff like DSW or Overstock or like websites that sell stuff that has come from other stores. So there is no like Dakota Chase store. There is no Dakota Chase internet presence even. Where the hell do these shoes come from? Are they an invention of DSW or of one of these other stores? Like, are they a fake brand? Like, not actually a designer brand, but just a brand that DSW made up and put a name on, so it sounds like a designer brand? If so, that information's not on the internet. It would be super interesting to know if that was true. But, like, it was just baffling to me that, like, this kind of happened with, actually with the other, because I also wear, Brooks shoes, like, my running shoes, and, like, I had been not really able to find any information about Brooks shoes either until sometimes I can find them at places for sale, but, like, not even commonly. And this is a similar story. So it's like, I guess there's no reason that these brands have to have any kind of web presence. All they have to be is in the store where people buy the thing, like, these are brands that I assume exist primarily, through the platform of being released in these stores. And even then, like, the selection I could find of Dakota Chase stuff, like, these shoes are not seemingly for sale anywhere online. Like, if you go to the DSW website, they have 2 Dakota Chase things listed there. Neither of them is this. I think I found these for sale somewhere, but, like, when you search the name, like, the places that have their stuff don't have, like, a full supply. Like, you'll find different catalog in different places. So, yeah, I don't know. I would love to solve the mystery of these shoes. Let's see. It says made in China. Snowflake, all man-made materials. So, it's definitely made in China, but there's no real information about what is Dakota Chase. They don't got a www dot. They don't got a fucking card in there. Like, I know more about, like an Etsy artist giving me something than I do about this shoes company. So as far as I know, it doesn't exist. Anyway, that's enough about the mystery shoes.